So welcome back to Trefarr, and this is a usual quick update from March 2022. So I've been away for a week or so. I managed to get away down to California, which was first trip away in a couple of years, so it was just nice to get away actually. So anyway, I did do some stuff, not much, but so just an update. As you'll notice here, we've got two sheds next to on Newham Park Road. So one is the one that was there previously, the Gresty Road shed, and then next to it now you can see is the mini Gresty Road, which was which I've moved from another place, and I'll explain to you in a minute why that's moved from Trefarr to here. There's a nice brick wall that I did, that's just carved foam, and so yeah, all those bricks were carved and then painted to make it like a proper brick wall. No idea what it's doing there, but I was just trying out to see if I could actually carve foam and make it look like the real thing, so quite pleased with that actually. And then just on the top, the slabs are just foam board. So neither of these sheds are finished yet because I have to add the lighting, that's why the roofs are still off, but I think it looks quite nice so that we got a proper busy servicing shed for a couple of 37s at the moment, but again, for the exhibition layout, it'll give us a nice lot of operational interest. Also been doing the crew mess. As you can see, I've added guttering and downspouts on the outside, and then on the inside there's a cooker, scratch build sink and hot water tank, table chairs, wardrobe, and a couple of jackets hanging on some pegs in the corner. So yeah, that's looking pretty good, and as you can see here, I've got some wires for the lighting, so soon we'll be able to put the roof on, although I do need to find a toilet to go in the cubicle there. So I did mention in the last video that I was going to change what was going on down at this end, and as you can see, the clay dryers are here at the moment. They're not staying there, and that's not what the news is. But if we take this spur off, which goes over the town here, it's going to head off down here to the new addition which I spoke of in the last video. So let's go take a look. And so here it is. This is a scratch built model of Minehead station in O gauge. This is built of styrene and then covered with card. But looking at the original, it looks pretty damn close actually. So currently it's just sitting on this foam to get it up to the right height. So now, instead of the clay dryers, you can see what we're going to have here is a line coming off, and it's going to be a heritage line. So it'll come through from down there, which would have been the entrance to the clay dryers, comes around and then comes around to here. Just knocked up the crossing gates here, which might be where they stay, might not. Obviously got to get some platforms for it yet, and raise all this area out here where it's a car park to get it all up to the same height. And of course this is where the mini Gresty used to be before I moved it across to the Newham Park roadside. So yeah, not sure what I'm going to do on this side just yet. At the moment I've got those warehouse backdrops that are there. But yeah, I think it fits in here quite nicely. Like I say, we'll run a heritage line to this. Not sure who made this. Some guy in Calgary actually had invested in this. His family's from the Minehead area, so he couldn't remember who actually made it, so I will try to find out who it was. But obviously the Somerset and Dorset Railroad, that's a very faithful reproduction, so wasn't looking for it, just by chance it came across it. So I really wanted to make sure that it had a chance to be taken on by somebody who would find a good home for it, and that just happened to be me. From the other side, there's no interior detailing, but I'll probably work on that as and when I can. Like I say, no rush to get it done. I'm probably going to take this switch out, obviously, because it doesn't need to be there, because that's not long enough to have a head shunt, although it might be. So I'll just think about that. Maybe I'll just run this line into here and just stop to put milk or something. Don't know, maybe a small pannier can sit there in steam waiting to take the auto coach back out. Auto coach which is sitting on there at the moment. So yeah, so again, not going to show what I'm going to do with the clay joist just yet, but I was more keen to save the station and put that to good use than to worry about my scratch built clay joists at this point. So I think I'll get more or as much operational interest from it. So other than that, nothing more has been done on the railroad. Like I said, I've been away for a while, but and some of these detail things, like on the crew mess, do take time to get put together. I'm quite pleased with the way that looks. You know, when the lights are on, you can see what's going on inside. Oh yeah, I did get the decals as well for the sea cow, so I've put those on. They're sitting here outside the wagon works. So yeah, that's about it for this update. As always, never get around to doing as much as I want to do, but then again, it's not a race. So I think this depot here is looking quite smart now, so I'm going to get those lights in, get the roofs on properly, and then get that figured out. Of course, it would have been 3 weeks or 4 weeks to super train at this point, so I would have been panicking if that was still going ahead, but it's not, so now I can take my time and do it properly. Yeah, and that's about it. Nothing done on the diorama engine storage side of things, so I think that's about it for this, once again, rather short update. So hope you're all staying safe. Like I say, it was good to get away to travel. You know, it is difficult with all the COVID tests and such like that you've got to get done first, but at the end of the day we ended up going to California, and it was just a great break to get away again. Anyway, hope you all stay safe, and update you next month. Cheers.